am Dr. Amarjeet Kaur. I am Professor of Accounting and a Certified Management Accountant. I work with Gurugram University as Professor and Dean Faculty of Commerce and Management. I have 28 years of work experience and have authored 8 books and 45 research papers. I am very happy to be present here and to connect with you to discuss a very important and a concurrent topic. The topic is sales book with GST entries. Sales book has been covered by many people, and even I have covered sales book recently, but the sales book with GST entries is not easily available. So I would request your attention because it's an important topic, and GST, as you understand, has been introduced in our country recently only, right? So today we will learn how to prepare a sales book along with the GST transactions or entries, along with dealing the taxation part of it, goods and services taxation, right? So first of all, as you all know, GST is goods and services tax, right? So there are 3 types of GST. The first is CGST, which we call as Central Goods and Services Tax. Second is State Goods and Services Tax, which we call in short SGST. And the third one is IGST, which we call as Interstate Goods and Services Tax. So in total, there are 3 types of GSTs in India. Okay. Now the question is why there are 3 types of goods and services taxes. So if you understand that transaction could happen between 2 parties or 2 businesses which are located in the same state, right? So for example, one person is a buyer, another person is a seller. Both the parties are based in Gujarat, or both the parties are based in Maharashtra, right? So that is one possibility. The second scenario is that the transaction is happening between 2 businesses, out of which one is based in X state and the another business is based in Y state. All right. So that is the second scenario. Now, out of these 2 scenarios, there are 3 tax possibilities or scenarios. Why? If there is a transaction of any good or service being sold or purchased, then both central and state, as per the prevailing guidelines, the current rules and regulation of GST, the revenue, whatever of taxation of GST is generated, tax is a revenue, I hope you all understand, to the government, either state government or central government. So I would call it as state revenue. So the state revenue or the central revenue, whichever is there, actually is going to be shared between the 2, that is the state in which the business is located, both the businesses are located, and the central government. Under which condition? If the transaction has happened between 2 parties and both the parties are from the same state, right? Both the parties are from Gujarat, or both the parties are from Maharashtra or UP or Haryana or Punjab, right? So any state. In that case, CGST, the Central Goods and Services Tax, and States Goods and Services Tax is applicable, and as of date, whatever percentage of goods and services tax is applicable on the product or the service sold or purchased, the amount is divided equally. The amount of revenue generated out of taxation is divided equally between the central government and the state government, right? So this is what we call as intra-state transactions. So which means CGST and SGST are applicable in an intra-state transaction. Okay. After this much clarification, or having said so, let's move further. Now the question comes in, why this IGST? So the IGST, if you remember, I said there are 2 types of transactions. One within the state and another is interstate. So if the transaction involves two states, in that case IGST becomes in force or comes into force. In that case CGST is collected by the center, and IGST is charged on interstate goods and services transaction, and this is basically interstate goods and service tax, which is going to be received by the central government only. If two states are involved, then that revenue collected goes to the only to the central government, and we call it IGST. Another thing is there are two terms rather. One is input GST and another is output GST. Input GST is applicable if a business is purchasing. So a business gets input credit, right? This is in favor of the business. And output GST is required or used when a business is selling. Since today we are talking of sales book with GST entries, it means we would be discussing only the sales happened within the states and between two states, and it means only the output GST is applicable. Input GST is not under a question because we are not dealing a purchase book here. Okay, so now I will discuss a small caselet with you to you, and I will discuss and show you the format as well, so that you have a clarity on how to put these values of GST, this output CGST, output SGST, output IGST into different columns of the sales book with GST entries. So the caselet says, record the following transactions in the sales book of Mahesh and Company of Jaipur. So friends, it's very important that you read the state of the business for whom we are preparing the book, and here it is sales book, very carefully, right? Because the state in which the business is dealing is important and will decide the bifurcation of GST collected. Okay, so this question further says that the business deals in furniture, and assume that the CGST is 6% and SGST is also 6%. Okay, so the percentage is given, and there was a possibility that we have just been given that GST is 12%. So we expect you as a student, as a professor, as a practitioner, that you should be knowing that as of date, if our total percentage of GST is given, we need to divide it equally between the two, state and the central, as a revenue source, if this is a intra-state transaction, right? But nevertheless, in this case, it has been specified that the rate is 6% for CGST and 6% for SGST. Okay, so moving forward, let's read the transaction. It says on January 4th, sold to Mehta Furniture House, New Delhi, 100 chairs at the rate of 3,000 per chair and 20 tables at the rate of 10,000 per table, and less when we sold we have given discount of 5%. So friends, it's very important that we read that which state the business is based in, to whom we are selling to, right? In this case, this is Mehta Furniture House based in Delhi. And where is the owner, the Mahesh and Company is based? If you read it carefully, if you listen to me carefully, the company is based in Jaipur, which is Rajasthan. And this Rajasthan based company, Mahesh and Company, deals in furniture and selling to Mehta Furniture House in New Delhi. So is this an interstate transaction or intrastate? You got it right. This is an interstate transaction, because Rajasthan is one state and Delhi is a separate state. So IGST is applicable. So when we record, we will be recording the amount of taxation GST here, that would be output GST in the IGST column, not CGST or SGST column. So So now I am going to show you the solution of this transaction. So if you look at the solution part, so we have the format here. We have date column, we have particulars column, right? Then we have invoice number, we have ledger folio, we have details column, and then next column is cost column. We have output CGST column, output SGST column, and output IGST column. At the last we have total column. So if you look at the solution carefully, we have written the date in the date column, which is January 4th, and then in the particulars we have written Mehta Furniture House, New Delhi, and in the description we have written 100 chairs at the rate of rupees 3000 per chair, so it becomes 3 lakhs, and 20 tables at the rate of 10,000 per table, so it becomes 2 lakhs. So my total transaction cost is 5 lakhs, and out of which I have given discount of 25%, right? So 4,75,000 is my net transaction cost after discount. And now the question comes in that you shall be applying discount on that gross value or the net value. So please friends, note down that the taxation rates are applicable only at the net value, which is 4,75,000 here. So my taxation is 57,000, and since it is an interstate transaction, the whole amount of taxation of 12% will go to central government, and we have left CGST and SGST column blank, and in the output IGST column the 57,000 amount has been written, and in the total column 5,32,000, which comprises both the net value 475, which is the cost of the transaction, plus the IGST value 57,000 together is written in the total column. So this is how we record the transaction in the sales book, including the GST transaction, right? So this was the first transaction. Now we will move to the second transaction of January 8. So we are continuing with the case. Have a look at the slide. It says sold to Maharaja Furniture House, Ahmedabad, Gujarat, 10 almiras at the rate of 12,000 each, which becomes 1,20,000, right? And 18 steel cabinets at the rate of 10,000 each, so which becomes 1,80,000. So the total value of the transaction which we dealt with Maharaja Furniture is basically 3 lakhs, 120 for Almira and 180 for your steel cabinets, 3 lakhs. And on the 3 lakhs amount we have given 10% discount, which means 30,000, right? So 3 lakhs minus discount of 10% coming out to be 2,70,000 is my net amount of the transaction. After you have worked out the net amount of the transaction, the second step is to find out which state we have sold the goods in. We have sold in Gujarat. And where are you based as a business? You are based in Rajasthan, right? If you remember in the beginning first slide I showed you. So now you are selling in Gujarat and you are based in Rajasthan. So it means it is another example where IGST would be applicable. Alright. So now moving to the solution, the same discussion as I carried. We will have 120,000 for Almira, 180,000 for cabinet, total 3 lakhs, less discount 30,000. So 270 is the amount of the purchase sales we made, and less your discount of after discount the net amount is 270, and on that you are going to charge 12% IGST, which becomes 32,400, right? So in total the transaction amounts becomes 3,02,000. So 270 plus the taxes, 3,02,000 is the amount which we have written in the amount column, and 12% of IGST it is going to be written under output IGST column, and it is there in front of you. So this is how we show in the sales book along with GST columns. So this particular sales book is having all the three columns for CGST, SGST and output IGST, right. Since it was an interstate transaction, we have written the amount in the IGST column, right. So coming to the next transaction, the next transaction has happened on January 12th, and what does this say? This says sold old computer for 2,500 to Verma and Company on credit. Now friends, I would raise a question to you. Do you think that we should be recording this transaction in the sales book? Please think about it. The answer is no. And now the question will come to your mind, why? So answer to your why is, we are not going to record this transaction in the sales book because primarily my sales book is meant for recording only goods and services which are sold on credit. And this company doesn't deal with computer, they are a furniture shop, and this is a used computer. The company must be using this computer for their transactions, for recording, and this is an old computer, not furniture, right. So this is an old computer which after use company has sold, though the company has sold on credit, right. Since this is a computer which has been sold by the company, and company doesn't deal with furniture in computers, so this transaction doesn't qualify to be recorded in the sales book with GST, right. The next transaction, if you have noticed, was on January 20th, which says sold 2 sofa sets at the rate of 30,000 each to Vansh and Company for cash. So again, this is also very interesting that this transaction is involving sofa sets, and sofa sets certainly forms part of furniture. It's a very important element or item in furniture. But nevertheless, this transaction is also not going to be recorded in the sales book, and you know the answer, I hope, by this time, because the company has sold furniture. No doubt this is good or the product company deals in, because the question clearly says the company is into furniture selling. But dear friends, the company has sold sofas on cash. So if the sofa set which is furniture is sold on cash, it is not going to be recorded in the sales book, right. So we are not going to record this transaction on January 20th. Coming to the next transaction, which is January 25th, it says sold to Ultra Modern Furniture House, Jaipur, 4 sofa sets at the rate of 25,000 each and 2 tables at the rate of 10,000 each. So what is the value of transaction? If you notice correctly, we sold 4 sofa sets at the rate of 25,000 each, which means my sofa sets worth 1 lakh were sold to Ultra Modern House in the Jaipur city, and Jaipur is in the Rajasthan only. You as a business are also based in Rajasthan state. Okay. So first of all, that you determine either the transaction is an interstate transaction or this is intrastate. So this is an intrastate transaction because both you as a seller and the buyer, they both are based. The Ultra Modern Furniture House, which is buyer here, they both are based in Rajasthan state, right. Now the second is determining the value of the transaction, the gross value of the transaction. 4 sofa sets at the rate of 25,000 each and 8 tables at the rate of 10,000 each. So 80,000. So 1 lakh for sofa sets and 8,000 for tables. So 80,000. So total amount becomes 1,80,000. So if you go to the solution, so we are going to record the name of the company in the particulars. Please have a look at the solution. So it says the name of the company, Ultra Modern Furniture House, Jaipur, right? So the total amount is 1 lakh for sofa sets. In the description we are writing 10 sofa sets at the rate of 10,000 each. So it becomes 1 lakh, and which goes in the detail amount column. And the second item is 8 tables at the rate of 10,000 each, which becomes 80,000 in total, right? So 1,80,000 is the amount. After that we are going to add CGST and SGST. Why? Because this transaction was an intrastate transaction. Both the parties, they belong to your Rajasthan state, right? So the tax amount of 6% for IGST and 6% for CGST and 6% for SGST is going to be recorded, which is 10,800 in the given situation. So the total of 10,800 plus 10,800 CGST and SGST respectively will be added to the gross amount after discount, and the last column will show the net amount after including the CGST and SGST, 2,01,000 few hundreds, right? So this is how we show the transaction. So in this particular case, I have tried to include example of transaction where it was only interstate transaction and also a transaction which is intrastate. The current transaction under discussion is intrastate. So that is why we have put the values of taxation under output CGST and output SGST column. And in the previous transactions we were having only interstate transaction, and that is why the taxation amount has gone in the third column of taxation, which was output IGST, and here we are putting output CGST and SGST. So that's the difference. Now I am moving to the last transaction. The last transaction says purchased from Ramlal and Company, Jaipur, on credit 50 chairs at the rate of 2,000 each. So the question comes in, shall we be recording this transaction in the sales book or not? What do you say? Think about it. What is your answer? Think the answer in your mind. If you say yes, we should be recording, then my friends, my dear friends, you are wrong, because we are purchasing from Ramlal and Company, Jaipur, and we are preparing which book? If you forgot, to remind you, we are preparing sales book, not the purchase book, right? A purchase transaction, this is a purchase transaction which we did with Ramlal and Company, Jaipur. It is on credit, and it could be, and it is involving chairs. So we have purchased chairs, and this is a regular product for the company because the company is into furniture. So it qualifies both the things, that this is a transaction on credit and it involves goods and services the company deals in. But the interesting thing is, this transaction says purchased. I have seen many people committing a mistake here, because we have asked, or we are discussing sales book, and in the sales book no purchase transaction can be recorded. So I have consciously added this example as well, so that you have variety of example and situation covered in a very small span of time. In 30 minutes span of time, we have covered 3 different situations. One, when a business is selling goods and services on credit within the state. Second, the company is selling goods and services on credit but to outside the state, a business house outside the state. Third, company is selling goods and services but on cash, which is not going to be recorded and which we did not record in the given case. And the fourth and the last example or variety was an example where we have credit deal. The transaction was on credit, it was an intrastate transaction, but it belongs to purchases. Even that is not going to be recorded in the sales book. This shall be forming part of a purchase book, which is also a subsidiary book. I have a separate lecture recorded on purchase book which you can watch, right? So friends, I hope you have a clarity after this discussion that how do we deal with GST and especially with reference to sales book. So which and all the 3 different conditions of output CGST, output SGST and output IGST have been covered, and I hope you would find this lecture useful. Thank you very much for being with me. Thank you.